Now this is something you guys want to hear, and stay tuned throughout. It is a whole different ballgame, bro, when you have to go through a situation just like this one, when it comes to these narcs and the things they will do to you that at first you don't really see until things get very bad, very ugly, and it rears its head. If you guys can go through such situations like this with narcissists, with the victim complex mentality, and every single thing becomes your fault, you're a bad person even though you didn't even do anything, you're still a bad person. It's tough. It's tough to deal with. It's tough to deal with those types of people, and they're out there. The main thing is you just don't want to get close to them, and I know a lot of you guys have been close to them, so that's why I'm going to do this video. For you guys that need answers, as long as you stay around those people, it will not get better. It only gets worse. They're not going to change. And you're going to see that with your own two eyes. And there's nothing you can do besides get away. You have to get away, and you have to get far away from those individuals. They will suck you right back in. They want you right there to deal with their stuff. They want you right there to basically have them just pepper you with all their kinds of crazy stuff, tactics. And in the process, you can't say anything. You can't say anything to defend yourself. You cannot tell them what they're doing wrong. Like that does not exist. The level of crazy and the level that these people will go to is just out of this world. It's not in the real world. They're operating somewhere that don't even exist. And I don't know if we will ever know what that is like on their end. There's just something about them, bro, that's gone. These people are not there. These people are gone. They're not there. They're not actually people. They can't pair bond. They don't know how to connect. They don't know how to talk with you. And you guys know how many people out there that's severely messed up? Like, bro, most people I even come across anywheres, in gyms, in stores, especially in the gyms. There's just something about those people. Something's just not there. Something's not right. The way they talk, the way the communication is going on. And bro, I'm telling you guys this because this is how you know you're dealing with a narc. There's something that is gone. Like, you can tell, like, there's something about this person that's just not right. Like, they think the way they think. There's no debating with them. There's no meeting at some common ground with them. It's just They think how they think, and it's their own imaginary world and like that. It's just how they are. It's how they think. It's not reality. It's not, this is the way it is and it's true. They just think how they think, and it's strange behavior, bro. It's very strange. And that is why the closer you get to them, the more you start to see this. The more you start to see it, and then the more you start to see bad behavior coming. Anybody, and I mean anybody, who gets close to the narcissist are the only people that know what's actually going on. And that's why it's so hard to talk to anybody else about what you go through with the narcissist, because to everybody else, oh no, they're such a good person. What do you mean? If you've been chosen by the narcissist, that's where all the abuse starts, because it's just you and them. It's nobody else. And they're going to torture you. You guys wouldn't believe the amount of stuff that I know. You just wouldn't believe it. You just wouldn't believe how much more and more and more I continue to learn. Like, the further I proceed in life, the more everything else exposes itself. Narcissists want to keep you stuck just with them. They want to keep you stuck thinking that you can't do anything in life, because that's how they feel. They feel like they can't do anything in life. So they want you to feel the same thing. They want you to think the same way. They're not encouraging people. They're not going to encourage you to go on in life and do bigger and better things. They're going to say the complete opposite. And in the process, they have the victim mentality. Oh, I'm this way today because of this. I didn't do this because of this. And it's only like this because of this. Like, they can't own up to anything. They have a victim mentality complex. And anything you go through with these individuals, it's somehow your fault. It's somehow your fault. And somehow they're above you at the same time, even though you're probably light years ahead of them in personal growth. That's what they want to think. That's what they want to believe. Because their whole life is a facade of feeling and acting. They want to like fake feel like they have it going on. They want to fake feel like life is good. It's making sense. But the truth is, they didn't actually go through the things that they had to level up. That's why they're the same exact people they've always been. And not one single thing has changed. Nothing. And that's why it's so hard. That's why these people are so insecure. They just think you're going to leave them. They think they're just so paranoid. They're very paranoid people because deep down inside, they know they have nothing good to offer you. Even though they're alive, they're not growing, right? Even though they're alive, they're not actually growing. Nothing is happening. In fact, things are only getting worse within these individuals. And if you guys can survive one of these individuals with their victim mentality complex, and you're a survivor of that abuse, you can survive anything, my guys and girls. You can survive anything. There's nothing worse than being put in a situation like that. There's nothing worse than being fooled by a narc. And having to experience all that abuse. There's nothing worse. Physically attacked, not as bad. Getting hit, not as bad. That stuff, bro, is bad. It's out of this world bad. And that is what the narcissists do. They want to keep you stuck. They want to keep you trapped. They want to keep you on that hook. They don't want you to get off. They don't want you to be free. They don't want you to continue to grow and level up because they're scared. They're scared you're going to see the defining truth of who they are. They're terrified of it. Terrified. Why do you guys think so many women hide who they are until time keeps going on and then you get to see what's actually going on? Why is it that so many women today, out of the blue, as they say, get left or ghosted by some man, and they think everything was fine? That man has seen what he was dealing with, so he left. Once again, they, the narcissists, these women in this situation, play the victim mentality. They have a victim complex. They blame the man. Oh, he left me. He just ghosted me. Oh, men are trash. I'm just me. I'm beautiful. I'm perfect. Men suck. No offense to women, because there's good women in this world. But in this case, maybe you suck. Maybe that man is a good man. Maybe he realized that you suck. Maybe he realized that you're a shitty person. And he don't want to deal with it. Did you ever think about that? Or you guys could view this the other way around as well. But no, they don't think of that. They don't think of that one. Because they want to believe in their false self. They want to believe that they're actually good. They want to believe that they're actually worthy, but they're not worthy. And their only reason they're not worthy is because they refuse to do the work to level up. They refuse to break certain cycles and patterns that's going on. And it just keeps happening and happening and happening. And they're trapped. They're trapped in their own head. They're trapped in their own minds. They're as stuck could be. They're as stuck as some caveman crawler trying to crawl through these little cracks. Craziest videos you'll ever see. Claustrophobic. It'll make you sweat just watching it. That's how stuck they are. People die doing that stuff. You make the wrong move, you panic, it's over. And usually that's what happens with these narcs anyway. It's a great analogy. Usually they make the wrong move, they panic, and then it's over. Because things got exposed. A lot got exposed. They showed a lot of things, right? They showed a lot of things. And as survivors, you guys have seen these things. You guys have witnessed these things with your own two eyes. And they somehow flip the script. They somehow make it out to be that we are the bad people. We did something to them. We did something wrong. The only reason they did that is because of what we did. And we didn't even do anything. They just need something to blame their behavior on, instead of looking within and realizing it is them. It was them. It was them the whole time. They're just going to deflect it right onto you. And whoever they deal with, whoever they're close with, that's what they do. You guys that are watching this have probably all been a victim of this narcissistic abuse. I have in my life as well. It's been a long time. But I have seen it. I've witnessed it. It makes you feel some type of way just talking about it, because it's just awful. Like, it don't make sense. Something else with these narcs, bro, they will never admit anything. People that actually have a hope in hell, they can make mistakes, but they can own up to their mistakes. They can apologize. They can see their flaws. They can see what they've done. They can force themselves to change. That's possible, and it happens. But when we're talking about these full-blown narcs, impossible. They will not change. They never will. They can only act like they change, and they don't do that. They will never do that. But they want you to believe that they will change, or that they are changing. They want you to believe that with everything inside of yourself. And it's on you if you want to take that into consideration. But I'm going to tell you something. As long as the stuff keeps happening and happening and happening and happening, you got your answer. Nothing is ever going to change. Never. It never will. They're not actually going to take the right steps in order to make the changes necessary. They're not going to do it. I'm telling you full well, it will not happen. Your best bet is to get out. It's to run, get away, as far away as possible. Go no contact. Do not let them speak to you. Do not let them talk to you. Don't do it. Because it's not going to be nothing nice. It's not going to be good. The only thing they're going to do is try to reel you back in. It's funny how when shit hits the fan, that's when they want to change. When they know you're going to leave, or when you actually do leave, that's when they're going to come back begging. Begging. I'm going to change. I'm going to change. They're not going to change. They're going to do everything in their power to make you believe they will, to slowly get back to their ways, because they feel like they got you again. They got you right where they want you. The effort stops. Their effort stops. Their consistency stops. Everything falls off again. They go back to who they were. All the abuse, the cycles go on and on and on. And guess who gets blamed for their behavior? You do. And that is what a narcissistic victim complex mindset really is. And that is what they have. And it is sickening to death. You do not feel healthy being around that. You feel ill. You feel like the whole world is caving in on you. That is how you feel. And if you actually are kind of naive, if you're a naive person, if you never experienced this stuff, It will break you down to your knees. It will make you ill for years. But if you're already experienced, it's not going to have nearly the same effect. Not nearly. And it's because you know what's going on. You cannot be fooled the way you once were because you know what's going on. And as long as you know what's going on, that is life-saving. I mean, if you knew someone was trying to break in your house, you could probably prevent that, right? But if you didn't, then you probably couldn't. They're probably going to break in your house, and they're probably going to do what they're going to do. So if you don't know what a narcissist is doing, they're probably going to abuse you to the highest forms. And there's nothing you're going to do about it because you're not really going to see what's actually happening. You're going to keep going along with it, and things are going to keep happening, and it's going to break you down to your knees. So guys, these are some of my more well-explained topics, and I want to continue on with these a good amount on this channel. I've done them lots before, and you know, I get lots of questions and concerns, so I got you guys, bro. This stuff is nothing to F around with. This is serious stuff, and it has to be addressed. People's lives need to be saved because there's narcs out there all over the world, and they're creating all kinds of chaos, and they're ruining lives. So this is where that stops. You're not alone. Things happen. Just make sure that you get yourself away from these individuals with this victim mentality complex. And with that being said, that's the end of this video. We'll be back with more. And until next time, God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.